Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mack Flash Trivia. My name is François, and I will be your host for the next little bit. This is Mack Flash Trivia Live. Hello and welcome, patrons and friends, to this Monday night Mack Flash Trivia. I hope you guys have recuperated well from your weekend. I know some of us had a pretty busy one with a show on Friday and Saturday. And quite a supersized show. When I finished the show on Saturday, I could not believe that we'd been hanging out for 2.5 hours. It went well. It went swimmingly, I'd even say, except for maybe one little oversight on my part, but we'll be taking care of that tonight. Tonight, I've got 3 rounds of trivia coming at you, each of them composed of 10 questions and a 15-question speed round. This is play-along trivia, meaning you don't have to submit your answers to me. All you have to do is jot them down at home using your preferred method, whether it's just a notepad or clipboard with a pen and paper, maybe a whiteboard, or perhaps you have the official answer booklet from mackflash.com. Whichever way, do not share your answers in the chat or comments. All I'm asking is that you keep track at the end of each round. I will go over the correct answers with you. You'll be able to mark your own sheets and share your score in the chat with everybody, or share it in the comments if you're watching this after the fact. Most important part, let's have some fun. Like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff. Let's take a look at what I've got coming at you tonight. Well, we're going to start off with round number 1, where I've got 10 regular questions for you on all sorts of different topics. I cannot wait to get into the chat and see who made it here tonight. Also, there's a light burnt out right over there, and so if I seem off, that's what's bugging me. Let's get going with question number 1. In Star Wars, what are the soldiers of the Imperial Army called? And a nice hello to the hackers, first team in the chat. And hello to Jim and Z of the other JZ. We got Andrew, or AB as he is known to his multitude of fans from the COVID con men. Christ Punchers are in the house. And a salutation from la Société de la Sneaky Sneak. Question number 2 comes at you right about now for round number 1. In 1911, the Veranda Cafe, Palm Court, and Café Parisien were all closed down on the same night due to extensive flooding. Where were they? A howdy ho back to the naughty hookers, or at least partially naughty hookers. Hello to, who else do we got over here? We've got Team Vader. We've got the Equestronauts in the house. We got the Hot Mess Express. Hello to Aries Angels. Hello to the 3 Must Get Beers. Hello to 1/4 of the San Francisco Potato Skins. It's a low-carb night tonight over at Potato Skins Land. It's round 1, question number 3 coming at you, and it goes like this. According to Billy Joel, who has been living in her white bread world? Hello, Paul. Welcome, Paul, to the game. Looks like we've got a good assortment of people here tonight on this Monday night of a new month of Patreon. Thank you for staying on, everybody, and thank you for continuing your support. Some people have adjusted their plans, which is quite all right. Make it fit your schedule, and don't worry, the schedule is a living, breathing thing. I am looking at adjusting and adding some extra shows, perhaps, if I can find a good time for it. And thank you, Mike, for leading the charge in the song requests. I'll be punching that in very soon. Otherwise, in the background, we're going to hear some funky, jazzy, acidy, jazzy sort of stuff. Feel free to throw your requests up at me in the chat. Round 1, question 4. It goes like this. Found in the words anarchy and anecdote, what does the prefix "an" indicate about the root? Hello to Calamari Wednesdays. I don't know if I said hello, but I'm saying hello again. There it is. That's about all the teams we've got. Somebody would like the answer to number 3 as a song request. It's witty. That's good. That's good. It's a good attempt. I'll do it, but maybe after. No, not because I don't want to give away the answer, because I already forget what it is, and I need to see the answer screen in order to remember what song it is that we're talking about. Hey, speaking of songs, we got number 5 coming at you, your first audio clip of the night. And this is going to be a song pileup. I guarantee it this week. Last week, there's a little question about whether it was a song pileup or a band pileup, and I had to clarify that. In this case, I double checked. This is definitely a song pileup. Oh man, now I'm doubting myself. Well, pay attention. I'm going to play 3 short clips of 3 different songs. It does go by rather quickly, and I want you to tell me what these 3 songs specifically have in common. Yes, I remember now. It is definitely a song pileup. I don't know why that last one sounded like it was recorded in a tin can, but there it is. These 3 songs specifically have something in common. What is it? Here comes question number 6 for round number 1. What is the name of the little girl and her brother in the classic tale, The Cat in the Hat? 2 points. Give me the name of the little girl and her brother in the classic tale, The Cat in the Hat. Hey, look at that. It's already time for question number 7 on your screen right about now. Starting with M, what is the name of the famous pressed sandwich that originated among Italian Americans living in New Orleans, Louisiana? Yeah, so I read it different. I was trying to ad lib. As a matter of fact, I was trying to do the question from memory, and I got to say, I did pretty good. Don't rewind and see how many times my eyes looked up. Don't do that. That'll ruin the whole illusion. Yeah. So take a look at question number 8 for round number 1. It goes comme ceci, and I'm going to stop saying that now. What 1998 movie with Ray Fiennes and Uma Thurman shares its name with a 2012 movie starring Chris Hemsworth and Mark Ruffalo? We got question number 9 coming at you as we approach the end of round number 1 and your first speed round. But first, let's take a look at this right over here. What connects musicians ABBA, Ace of Base, and the Cardigans? All valid guesses. They're all hot. The letter A. They're all musicians. All valid guesses. Yes, yes. And we got finally question number 10. But before that, I got to tell you about Littlefoot Foods. Yes, our major sponsor right here. I was just having a chat with Rob over at Littlefoot Foods, and we were talking about how you guys are great. You guys are great. You guys love the pierogies, always with the nice compliments, and always picking up a little extra when you're picking up your prize, and that is awesome. That shows the great relationship we have with the fine folks at Littlefoot Foods. If you've never heard of them, please check them out, littlefootfoods.ca, or check out Littlefoot Foods on Facebook. Give them a call, figure out when they're open. They are doing curbside delivery, and you can get your hands on their delicious food. So there you have it. Thank you very much. Let's move on to your first video question of the night. Oh, this is a good sign. This is going to go real well. Let's hope that this video actually works correctly, and then I've got a question coming at you in regards to that video. This is not promising. And that could have gone on forever and ever, as he tends to do. Question to go with that: which lethal weapon is this? And what was the name of the character played by Joe Pesci? And there you have it, my friends. That is the end of the regular round for round number 1. I have got your speed round coming up, so keep that pen and paper handy. I want to thank everybody once again for renewing your Patreon for the month of February. If you've been, if you're surprised at the way I just said February, now I'm very self-conscious about it, and I don't know if I'm ever going to say it right again. Anyway, this month, the short one, I want to thank you very much for renewing that. If you've been invited to the game somehow and you are enjoying yourself, don't forget that you can also get your own membership, and especially if you paid for a ticket individually for tonight, after 2 games, you've basically already paid for your membership. So make sure you check out patreon.com/MackFlash for that. All right, and speaking of which, you'll get to all of these shows, plus the exclusive patron show at the end of the month, like we just had last weekend, this weekend on Saturday. And in this one, I took it upon myself to name one category per loving and generous team who give their all to be here week after week. And of course, I forgot one. And that's just, it made me feel terrible. But I'm going to make it up to them. The 3 must get beers. I apologize once again, and I bring you a category. Well, every speed round in some way is going to be about beer. Somehow, some way. So we got fictional beverages over here. What I'm going to do is show you 15 different brands of beer that have been taken from movies or television. All you got to do is take a look at the beer label and tell me what movie, TV show, or video game each fake beer is from. If you're ready to go, it starts with this. Number 1. And there you have it, everybody. That is the end of round one, pictures and all, and fictitious beers and all. All you had to do was name the show or movie or possibly even video game, although I think I removed that one, for each beer brand you saw on the screen. So you'll get a point for each of those, plus all the points in the first part of the round, which means a lot of points coming at you. This is where you lock in your answers. Stop writing right now. Put that pen down, grab your beer, take a nice sip. Let's go. Let's do this, right? Let's do this together. Cheers, everybody. All right. Give you a few extra seconds there. Let's take a look at the answers for round number one. Here they are. Number one, we were talking about the stormtroopers, the soldiers of the Imperial Army. Number two, all of those locations were aboard the Titanic. They were all cafes on board the Titanic, all shut down because of flooding on the same night. Oh, no one was asking for ice in their drink, though. Number three, the Uptown Girl has been living in her white bread world, and that just gave me a great idea right now. If the word starts with an, it is lacking or without, whatever the root word is. Number five, I will accept either that they have bad grammar or contractions like can't or ain't, because it's can't get no satisfaction, ain't no mountain, and ain't no sleep for the wicked. So also bad grammar because of the double negatives. I'll take, if you wrote double negative, that's bad grammar. Number six, the names are Sally, and the other one, the brother, is the narrator of the book. He has no name. So if you wrote down has no name or is the narrator, you're both correct. Number seven, the sandwich is the muffaletta, and I'll tell you, I've had it firsthand. It is delicious. Number eight, the only difference between the older movie and the newer movie is the word the. Avengers was the first one. The Avengers is the MCU one. Number nine, all of those bands are from Sweden. And number 10, it was Lethal Weapon 4, and that is Leo Getz. Oh, yeah, looks like I screwed up. I wrote 19. I must have typoed 1911. Yeah. I think I typoed 1912 for 1911. Sorry about that. Mulligan, everybody. To be clear, I did make a mistake. I want to be clear about that. 1912 is when the Titanic sank. I don't know where I got my data. Maybe I time traveled when I looked it up. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, apologies for that. Make sure you do adjust. If you did write down the Titanic, fine, I guess. But in a way, we should probably just cancel that question. Buzz beer contained caffeine, so you could get drunk and stay awake. I like the idea that all of the titles of the songs in the pileup contained the word no, but specifically, more specifically, they had the contractions with the double negative or the bad grammar. So I feel like it's always like the more specific. Again, we could go with the whole they all have the letter A in them too. What if we said that ABBA, the Cardigans, and Ace of Base were all white bands from Europe? I like that. That's kind of good. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to afford. It sounds very generic as a description, although it is specific in one way. It is still quite generic. This, of course, from the Star Trek universe, so Star Trek is acceptable. I love stanky beer. That's it's a great joke right there. But a hard one. And an older reference here. Older Canadian reference at that. And there you have it, everybody. That is the end of the round, pictures and all. I'll give you a few extra seconds there to tally up your scores because I would love for you guys to share them in the chat or the comments, whatever happens to float your boat. Thank you very much for being with me tonight and joining me for another great night of trivia. Don't forget to check the schedule that I posted today on Patreon to know exactly the dates when everything is going to be happening. It's no actual visual calendar, but it does set the date for most of the events happening. Plus, we may get invited again to some more events because I like you guys and I like to bring you with me. You're presentable. You know, I can bring you to parties and you won't embarrass me. I like that. But we've got a lot of things happening. I do have a lot happening in February apart from the Patreon stuff, and I would love to see you guys there, so I will keep you apprised of those situations. One of them being takeout and trivia. Remind me to tell you about that when just after the answers, because I'm sure after the answers, after the break. I'll tell you all about it. We're going to take a 5-minute break right now so you can stretch your legs, get yourself another delicious Walkerville or whatever else you happen to be drinking. And we'll be back with round number 2, 10 more questions, and a final or a music speed round. God, I'm all over the place. All right, everybody, welcome back. Let's get back to round number 2, where I've got 10 more questions and then a music speed round coming at you. 15 music clips, all sorts of music, kind of like the upcoming playlist. Yeah, send me your requests, whatever you want to hear during the show. I'll cue it up. I'm trying to vary it up a little bit, but hey, whatever comes in, whoever's vocal, you get the vote, I guess. We got round number 2 coming at you right now. Question number uno. Oh, I was supposed to tell you about something. I'll tell you in a little bit. I'll probably forget again. Round 2, question number 1. Deadpool is often touted as the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time in North America, but it still sits second behind what Mel Gibson movie? Round two, question number 2 comes up, and it is your lucky question of the round. Which band's first worldwide hit was Harder to Breathe in 2002? I got round two, question number 3 coming at you right there. I got so excited I tried to say both words together. What 1970s television series spawned the 1980s spin-off Trapper John MD? A little thing here for the classic crowd. That's what we call them, the classic crowd. Nice save. What's funny is I said that, and then I realized I keep referring to them as they, and I'm like, I'm in that group. So yeah, I can't. I don't know why. I'm projecting. I think that's what's going on. I'm projecting. A polite way of saying old. Round two, question number 4. Saffron is quite expensive as it is comprised of the dried stigma of which flower, making it quite rare? I'm sorry, because you can't interrupt a keyboard solo like that. Have you heard that thing? It's crazy. I know. I mean, I think it's a keyboard. Some that or something was backfiring, and there was some cross interference or something. I don't know. Well, I've got question number 5 coming at you, so we're going to have to pause it at this point because we've got another audio clip coming for you. It is your backwards clip. Nice and simple. I'm going to play a clip of a song backwards, and all you have to do is tell me what song this is. Give a good listen. It goes like this. Once again, what song did you just hear backwards? Looking for the name of the song. Yeah, and Mike Mike says I forgot to play it backwards. Yeah, there's always there's a few categories. There's the ones that sound completely different. You can never tell what they are. There's the ones that sound exactly the same, and you may as well have played them forward. And then there's but that's it. I guess there's only 2 categories. I got question number 6 coming at you right about now. On television's The Simpsons, which character has the last name Man? I got your question number 7 right here. Right there, see? I wasn't right. I wasn't lying. Life is very short, and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend, are the lyrics to what 1965 Beatles song? Before you ask, the Beatles are a band. They're this little known band. I know I keep bringing them up, but you know how I am with indie culture. Round 2, question 8. In what 1987 movie would you find the unforgettable pairing? That's a typo right there. Unforgettable. It's not a hint. The unforgettable pairing of Houseman and Castle. In what 1987 movie would you find the unforgettable pairing of Houseman and Castle? Only 2 questions left in this regular round. Then it's your music round, after which we're going to take another break and we're going to come back for 10 more questions in a final speed round, still running on the theme of the night. But first, let's take a look at question number 9. Arising from the crystalline. It's going to be good. I think should I edit this out? I'll probably leave it in. Arising from the crystalline structure of ice, what is the most common number of points on a snowflake? Thank you to you, Walkerville Brewery. You're so awesome. That's my own song that I've made up myself. Yes, thank you to the Walkerville Brewery, our beverage sponsor of the night. Now drinking Purity Pilsner. Earlier on, drinking Geronimo IPA. Yes, thank you to the Walkerville Brewery. Did I tell you guys we're going to be spending some St. Patrick's Day action? It's been confirmed. March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. If you're not going out anywhere, you're going to want to be right here. It's going to be St. Patrick's Day with the Walkerville Brewery and Mack Flash. So that's going to be a lot of fun. You know it. We're going to be doing some trivia. We're going to have some prizes, some draws, and all sorts of fun stuff. So it's going to be a great time. Thank you very much again, Walkerville Brewery. You guys are great. Cheers, everybody. To you. Question number 10 comes up. It is a chain gang. And if you're a fan of Seriously Trivia, you must be missing it, because I am. We're going to be playing some Seriously Trivia on Friday at 8. It is back, and I'm going to make it a really good one for you. It's probably going to include a game like this one, the Chain Gang, where on the next screen, I'm going to give you 5 words. The 3 in the middle are the ones you need to figure out. Now, the cool thing is you can use every word with the next one to form a common expression or saying. For example, here, Black Beauty, beauty sleep, and sleep tight, and then tight spot. You're going to have to do that on the next screen. You'll have, unlike Seriously Trivia, a lot more time, like 3 times the amount, but you'll get 1 point for every word you get right. Could really plump up your scores there. You know who you are. And there you have it, everybody. That is the end of the regular round for round number 2. I've got your music clips coming right up. Again, continuing my quest for forgiveness, continuing this theme of beer. Well, the Three Must Get Beers is the name of the team, but this one is going to be about a little more than beer, if you will. It is, of course, going to be a music round where I want you to identify 15 music clips and the artist for each clip. So a lot of points coming to your team right now. And if you like identifying music clips, this is the round for you. This one's called, well, I've pushed the wrong button again. There it is. Drink, Drank, Drunk. These are all going to be drinking songs. So they're not necessarily drinking songs, but they're going to be songs that might make you want to drink or might get more enjoyable after a few drinks. It all depends on your perspective, of course. I've got some 15 clips coming at you for about 20 seconds each with a little bit of time in between for you to finish writing down your thought. If you're ready to get started, it starts with number 1. Of course it does. And it goes like this. Oh, hello. François here of Mack Flash Entertainment. Do not adjust your set. Due to copyright laws and such, we are unable to bring you today's music round. I know. Bummer. If you would like the full Mack Flash Trivia experience, please consider joining our membership at patreon.com/MackFlash. As an official patron, you'll have full access to the live Mack Flash Trivia show, including the music rounds, plus rock and roll bingo and seriously trivia, more of our fun games. Check out patreon.com/MackFlash. I return you now to our regularly scheduled show. And there you have it, everybody. That is the end of round number 2. Music and all. Yes, a few actual drinking songs in this Drink, Drank, Drunk category for you. Hopefully you guys did well enough on that. I gotta say, these are some pretty recognizable songs from all over the map. And don't forget, you're getting 1 point for the song and 1 point for the artist. So 30 points in the music round alone, plus everything you got in the regular round. Let's take a look at those answers right now. Lock them in, because it goes a little something like this. Number 1, Passion of the Christ. Tried to trip you up a little bit. It is a Mel Gibson movie, just not a Mel Gibson acted movie. It's a Mel Gibson directed movie. And the top highest grossing R-rated movie of all time in North America. We got Maroon 5 coming in with Harder to Breathe at number 2. Number 3, the show was MASH for that classic audience. The Crocus is What Gives Us Saffron. Number 5, that backwards clip was Stupid Girl by Garbage, and we were only looking for the name of the song, but if you're playing the at-home bonus version, you might have written down Garbage as the band. Number 6, Otto. His last name is Man. Otto Man. Later on shown to actually be Otto Manfred or something different. But Otto Man is the accepted answer. Number 7, those lyrics of the Beatles song. It was from the song We Can Work It Out. Number 8, that couple was from Dirty Dancing. It was the last names of Baby and Johnny. At number 9, we had the number 6. For some reason, because I can't really remember why. And last but not least, give yourself a point for all the words in uppercase. We had Motor Mouth, Mouth Guard, Guard Dog, Dog Toy. Six was the Snowflakes question. Thank you, Paul, for being my memory. Most snowflakes have 6 points, but don't believe those fact sheets that say that only. Some of them are 3, and some could have others. But are all snowflakes different? Yes, because of the so many different crystals that it takes to make one up. 10 to the 9th power droplets of water in one snowflake. And here are your drink, drank, drunk songs. Songs that either encourage drinking or about drinking, refer to drinking, and a good handful of country songs here. And finally, here come 11 through 15. Yes, the much expected I drink alone. It was that or one bourbon, one shot, one beer. Got ourselves a beer can by Beck. The feel-good hit of the summer by Queens of the Stone Age. The one that most people usually don't get. Strawberry Wine. That's a makeout song right there. Strawberry Wine by Deanna Carter. That is a makeout song. Hey, and thank you. Yeah, I paid respect. I got the Destroyers on there. Not like those pesky Heartbreakers. Bleh. And there you have it, my friends. That is the end of round number 2. We're going to take another short break right now. 5 minutes for you to stretch your legs, refresh your drink, go outside, do whatever you need to do. And come on back for 10 more questions and a final speed round. I'm having a great time. I don't know about you guys. Let your scores go through the chat or the comments. I'd love to see that. See how well you did. And we'll be right back. Just about 5 minutes. Oh, I should not have done that. Now I got to talk a lot and I'm going to be out of breath. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Mack Flash Trivia. My name is François and I am your host. Thank you so much for being here on a Monday night and playing with me, or whatever night you happen to be checking out this show. Please, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you do like the video, subscribe to the channel to get notified anytime we release anything new. Tomorrow, a brand new episode of the Mack Flash 5 coming out with the companion quiz. It is definitely a good one, so you're going to want to make sure you check that one out. Now, I've been promising something, telling you about something, and I keep forgetting to do so. Takeout and trivia. Yes, it is here, courtesy of Bull and Barrel and the Goat, both locations. That's right, if you're familiar with the Windsor, Essex area, you know about the Bull and Barrel downtown Windsor, or the Goat in both LaSalle and Belle River. Now both will be offering a deal of takeout and trivia. If you order food from there on Thursday night, you will get a code, which will then allow you to join the game and play some trivia with me. All right, well, let's keep going right now with round number 3, where I've got 10 more questions and a final speed round coming at you. And it goes like this with question number 1. In what movie would you find Leonardo DiCaprio and Matt Damon as Billy and Colin, respectively? I will keep taking your requests. Of course, this is kind of filling up already. We've got a bunch lined up, but who knows how much time we've got and how many we'll have to actually skip. Here's number 2. What do red arrows, thunderbirds, and snowbirds have in common? Hey, everybody. I don't know if you remember, but it's round 3, question number 3. And you know what that means. Round 3, question number 3. Traditionally, that's your shot of the night, my friend. That's right. that is that time where we all come together in an act of conviviality. Even though we're all sitting separately in our own abodes, we're going to do this one thing that's going to bring us all together as one. Trivia? Nah, more than that. You're going to raise your glass. And whether that is an official Mack Flash shot glass, of which I distributed so many this weekend, and I want to thank all of you who purchased these. We had a great time driving around the city. The whole family got into the old caravan. We headed out easterly way and made our rounds, bringing shot glasses to the people. Thank you very much for your support. If you still don't have one, please contact me. I still have a few, but we are past the halfway mark. Cheers, everybody. This one goes out to all of you, to your health, your continued health, and to another great month together. Cheers. What an attractive man. Have you seen this thing? Come on now. Eh? Am I not? Right? Your boozy question of the night goes like this. With what alcohol industry... Oh! A sneaky cough. Did you guys hear that? With what alcohol industry would you associate the brand name Stelvin? Beer, wine, or liquor? Round 3, question number 4 comes at you right now. What astrological sign is located between Cancer and Virgo? I know what he means. I know what he means when he's singing this, but I always thought the lyric, put all your hands up, is really great because I understand that he's talking to the crowd and he's saying like all of the arms of the crowd. But if you say to one person, put all your hands up, you're like, I only have 2. Is 2 enough? That doesn't sound like all of them, although I can't manifest another hand. That's all I have. Round 3, question number 5 is coming at you just about now. And it is your next and final audio clip after that very good point about Good Charlotte. Song mashup is what you're going to be hearing here. Now, there's a story behind this, and I'm going to have to tell it to you after because I'm going to get carried away and give you too many details. But in this case, it is a song mashup. I want you to listen up to this mashup, which utilizes the lyrics of one song, the music of the other, and melds them together. In fact, if you listen, it goes back and forth if you got the whole version. But this clip will do so. And because, there's a good chance you're going to pick up on a lot of it real easy, I didn't want to give it away. So, it's going to be a 4-pointer. That's right. You're going to give me both songs and artists that were used to make this mashup. That's a 4-pointer, and you will get a point for each, independently of whatever you got. So you could get 1, 2, 3, or 4 out of 4. Give a good listen to this mashup, and it goes like this.
Every day a little harder as I feel my power grow. Don't you know there's part of me that longs to go into the unknown, into the unknown. Into the unknown.
Once again, name both songs used in this mashup and the 2 artists or bands that were used. Let's move on to question number 6 of round number 3, not counting the upcoming movie in 2022, which is really fun to say, I just realized. How many Ice Age feature films exist in the franchise? Is too many an answer? I'm going to go ahead with a no on that one. Although I see your point, I was just thinking to myself, I can't think of an animated franchise of that sort of film that has lasted so many. Because you can imagine that that's not a hint, it is a lot. It's more than you can imagine is actually possible. So that itself proves my point. Question number 7 coming at you now. Adam's Ale, or sometimes Adam's Wine, refers to what popular beverage? You're very welcome, Harmony Skies. Lots of requests coming through. I try to group them. And here's this driver's license. I'm giving it a listen. I'm enjoying it a little bit. Round 3, question number 8. Who has released albums titled Queen, Pink Friday, and The Pink Print? Here's a hint. Not the band Queen. Question number 9 comes at you just about now. How many scoring zones are there on a conventional dartboard? I was convinced today that I've already asked this question, but I like it so much, kept it anyway. Yeah, I know. Let's just say I have many sources for my questions where I, either straight up lift or borrow or get inspired from. And, most of those sources are European. They're really big on dartboards in Europe. It's a thing. I don't know if that's a stereotype, and I apologize if I'm perpetuating it. But it seems dartboards are way more popular, probably because of the sheer amount of pubs available in Europe compared to our grandiose yet sparse country. I got question number 10 coming at you for this round, but first I got to tell you about Marcuterie. That's right, Lots of love going to Marcuterie. Yeah, it's a charcuterie and snack bar delivery to your house. That's right. Check it out, Marcuterie on Facebook or at marcuterie.windsor on Instagram. Somewhere on there, you should be able to find their website as well. You can order on all three platforms, and we're talking exactly that. Meat and cheeses, deliciously assorted and arranged, delivered to your house. Looking for something fun to do for a date, for example. Have your date pick out a movie, have one of these boxes delivered, and boom, you're done. Sit down, mow down, get some wine, blammo. Next thing you know, you're in Flavor Town. And I'm also referring about the charcuterie. All right, thank you, Marcuterie, for that. Much appreciated. Make sure you do tell them that Mack Flash says hi if you do order from there, by the way. FYIzers. I got a video question coming at you right about now. I want you to watch this video and prepare to answer a question. I believe the question is also within this video, but it will be repeated after. Let's take a look over here.
I am Groot.
Well, I know, but that still doesn't excuse what you... Oh, hey, guys. How are you guys doing? Just hanging out here with Groot, and we were just discussing... Do you guys remember the first movie of the MCU where you would have seen us both in a movie together?
I am Groot.
Don't give them the answer. Sorry, guys. I'd say possibly one of my better videos so far. Yeah, I'd say so. I know, you were probably laughing so hard you missed the question. It goes a little something like this. Once again, name the first MCU movie where Groot and Ant-Man both hang out. Do you know how excited I was for that video? I was very excited for that video. The fact that it's upside down conflicts me because I think it's hilarious, and from your point of view, I can see how funny that is, but at the same time, it didn't have that full impact. Now, anyway, there it is. There you have it, everybody. That is it. Yes, I'm looking for the one movie where they appear together, Groot and Ant-Man, other than the very interesting video you just saw. That is it for your regular round. For round number 3, I've got one more round coming at you in a final plea to the 3 must-get beers. Here it is, your final category, all about, you guessed it, it's all about beer. Have another one, because here comes 15 questions strictly about beer and its production. These are common trivia facts, so whether you are a beer drinker or not, you might have an idea of what this is. Hopefully, you've got team members who are into the brews. Let's take a look at these 15 questions coming up for 25 seconds each. And it starts with number 1. What does ABV stand for? Number 2, it is said that the workers who built this structure were paid a gallon of beer a day. Yeah, I totally forgot to read number 3. Here's number 4. Mind your P's and Q's. It takes its roots in the tavern. What do P and Q stand for? Number 5, what are the 4 ingredients necessary to make beer? Whoa, I'm still debating whether this is going to be worth 4 points or 1. I don't know. Number 6, originally the term pale ale did not signify the beer's color. Rather, it denoted that it had been brewed using pale malts or hops. Which one? It's a good old 50-50 question. Number 7, what is the W word for the substance which is extracted during the mashing process of brewing beer? Number 8, sommelier is to wine as what is to beer? Number 9, if you're observing the turbidity of your beer, what are you looking at? Its color, bubbliness, or cloudiness? Number 10, what are Pokles, Nonics, and Willy Belchers? At number 11, in the US, this IPA was rebranded a Nova Scotia style pale ale because of its low hop character. You know what I'm talking about. Number 12, what does the IBU scale measure in beer as indicated by the B in the name? #13, Zymurgy is the branch of chemistry that is interested in which part of beer making? Number 14, what Japanese company brews the world's first space beer using hops grown on the International Space Station? And number 15, hops belong to a large plant family where members have few things in common, including this medicinal plant. People often like to say they're close cousins, but they're not. And there you have it, everybody. That is the end of round number 3. The end of the game as we know it. This has been Mack Flash Trivia Live. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I look forward to seeing you again on Friday. Now, of course, keep an eye on the Facebook page, the Instagram, the Patreon, where I might be announcing some extra shows coming up in the week. Because, as I said before, the patrons happen to be a good group of people that tend to get invited to events because of their jovial nature. And I like that reputation. Let's keep that up. All right, everybody, I've got your answers coming up right now for round number 3. We've got your beer round plus the regular round. Let's see. If you lock in your answers, I've got mine over here. It goes right here. All right, at number 1, we have The Departed, aka The Departed. At number 2, those 3 Thunderbirds, the Red Arrows and the Snowbirds, they're all Air Force demonstration squadrons. If you wrote anything to do with, airplane shows or flyovers, something like that. Yeah, no, demonstration squadron. So basically the idea of... I think most Canadians here in this audience will know what the Snowbirds are. So if you wrote down a description of what that is, you are correct. Stelvin are the main company, believe it or not, the main company that makes the screw cap tops to wine bottles. They are quite specific the way they are made, but it was so perfect they became the biggest ones, the biggest producers of that. At number 4, Leo finds itself in that astrological position. Number 5, you're looking at 1 point for every detail written here. That was Into the Unknown by Idina Menzel from the Frozen 2 soundtrack. And Stacy's Mom by Fountains of Wayne. That's right, not Bowling for Soup. There are 5 Ice Age movies. I know, my kids are on the road to watching them all. And they love them. They think they're hilarious. So great. Number 7, Adam's Ale or Adam's Wine, water. Because it's assumed that Adam did not have any sort of fancy beer or wine to drink. Nicki Minaj put out those albums. There are 82 different scoring locations on a dartboard. And Groot and Ant-Man appear for the first time together at the same time in Avengers Infinity War. At number, here's your drink or beer. Here's your beer speed round coming at you. A cicerone is the equivalent to a sommelier for wine. So basically a beer expert, yes. Turbidity is the cloudiness of your beer. And all of those fancy words like welly belcher, which I think is really amazing as a word, is a beer drinking glass. Alexander Keats, the biggest imposter of IPAs. You give IPA a bad name. That's Alexander Keats. B and ABU, bitterness. Zimmer G is interested in fermentation. Sapporo brewed beer with hops grown on the International Space Station. And cannabis is in the same family as hops. Well, there you have it, everybody. That is the end of the game for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your input, and I will be revisiting those answers to make sure I am absolutely correct. And sometimes it just, one slips past the goalie, and I don't mean that in a crude way, but I did mean to bring up that image in your head. My name is François, and I have been your host. I will see you guys next time on Mack Flash Trivia. You guys have a great night. Bye-bye.